Yay! Yay!
Did it work?
It's getting there. She does a lot up there. The other ones just don't do the same thing, so I haven't been able to get like much of anything out of her nose over the last couple weeks.
Oh.
So they like help a little bit, but this one like really, if anything's like stuck in there, it like pulls it out, where the other ones are just little suctions.
Oh, okay. Okay, again, so what you're doing right now, I'm going to add into this, Miranda.
Okay.
So this is super important now that we're having the air conditioning and fans blowing on us, because of course we need this for, to cool the body temperature down, which is equally as important. That dryness again will be even on it, because a baby will be sucking on, like feeding with you, sucking on the pacifier, all of sucking on their hands. They're going to nose breathe more than even us adults are aware of. And it's super, super important for you to remember to do, as we spoke, the little tiny oiling for them and even their ears. And if you can, a little bit of the water on her tongue, things like this. So today we're going to go over a few minutes of sense organ care, and then we'll go into, we kind of went back on, we skipped over some of the others on the massage and all that, but it's super, super important for her to be lubricated so that she doesn't create all this dryness.
Yeah.
Another reason why we're having to pull that out of her nostrils and stuff right now. So you're doing exactly what is needed to do and what you should be doing for her sense organ care. And if you have your baby oil, the oils that you got from Young Living for the baby,
yeah,
after you give her a bath or after you're cuddling her or whatever, believe it or not, we get super, super dry in the winter, but we get just as dry in the summer because of all of this forced air on us. Take your finger and just rub it in her ear, rub it all the way around her ear and behind it, and soothe all, because every bit of their baby skin, even though she's being beautifully nourished by you, still can get dry. And then take the other ear, go around the cavity and in. So all of this is adding to a newborn's beginning life with sense organ care. Like it's amazing how just starting that young and starting this habit,
yeah,
it will transfer onto her later. So she'll even know to do it herself.
yeah.
So it's a beautiful practice that you're doing for her right now by extracting the dryness and then adding the lubricant. So it's so you're really doing, and then, of course, as you do, oil her skin. um, Take your hands sometimes, if she's been out in the air conditioning or she's rubbing her eyes a little bit, rub your hands together and just cup them over her eyes a tiny bit. And even though she's blinking from the bright, her eyes are trying to get aware of it's like all these new things.
Yeah.
Her ears, her eyes, her nose, she has this same like evolvement of her adding into now the sense organ like overload, believe it or not, as an infant. Like at lunch yesterday, she was a little agitated. It's our upbeat music, but in her new baby life, maybe it was too loud on her ears. They're so beautifully perfect, and they're able to detect things almost like baby animals. That might have been too much on her.
Yeah.
We were getting upbeat by it, but for an infant, it truly could just be a little bit too much. Um, so we're able to be aware of these things. And as I said, as we go along, you're teaching her as she gets older to be able to do the same care for herself. So it's beautiful what you're doing for her, because indirectly you're teaching her. I'm going to look real fast. Ashley said, okay. I just might want to make sure.
Hey. Okay, hold on. I'm going to mute myself.
All right, I'm going to continue the two important things so we can go back and re-listen to this again as well. Um, there's a few really, really good treatments in our, I believe it's the, me pull it up real fast. And let me just look real quickly. It is in our, I think it's in the Better Habits Guide. And there's beautiful um, little worksheets and things, and ones that will go over on sense organ care, the tongue, as we get into checking our tongue and lubricating, making sure that it is lubricated and making sure, what it's detecting or telling us, in the mornings, every morning, what is our normal, what is, going on within the body. And it goes into, I think we have the whole tongue chart and um, ear care. I just went over that with Miranda, super special for all of the stages going through. So from infancy, they come out and the baby is, covered, and their skin starts to, come dry and flaky, and the moms will give the massage on the baby. It's so important to keep up these practices from newborn all the way through life. And in the Master Habits ebook, which I'll go over this with Ashley, I'm going to send this again, make sure she has it. There's a blank tongue chart. There's the tongue map, which I absolutely love. As soon as my ladies come back on, we're going to go over the tongue chart. I'm going to pull this up so you ladies can see it. I know right now I'm speaking to no one, but I'm going to send. Um, okay. So I wanted to touch base on a few of these. I want to go back over with you ladies the absolute importance. And if you have a chance, the call that we did with Maria, which I just love her. She's just brilliant in her knowledge of the aromatherapy and what that can do for all of our senses. But I'm just going to wait 1 minute and wait for you ladies to get back on the call. And we're going to go through, which is super important. Um, it, I'm going to wait on this as well, but here is my, I'm going to try to, I'm going to draw on my board real fast, give us a little. Hello, Patty. Hello, Katrinka. You can unmute, Mom. There's a microphone down on the bottom left corner of your screen. If you see it, I can't unmute you. I can just ask you to unmute if you can. I should be able to.
I'm unmuted.
There we go. Terrific. All right. Ashley will be back in 2 seconds. I'm just coming up with a drawing.
Oh, that's Randa Rooster's house.
Stairs. And so we're going over, which is a beautiful sense organ care, which I thought you would really appreciate this call.
Uh-huh.
The sense organ care and how important and how beautiful it is to take care of our senses as we, get old, as we start to age. I just went over a few things with Miranda, what she's doing so beautifully right now for her baby. So Miranda was just taking the suction and suctioning the baby out because they get clogged in their nose. And with this air conditioning in our cars, our fans are on, air conditioning, everywhere. the senses all get dried out. And especially on a baby, if you can continue to, as you extract from the nostrils, then you need to go back in and oil. And I was telling her yesterday while we were in the car, she was taking little tiny drops of, I was taking from a straw and just wetting the baby's tongue. You want to keep the tongue moist. You can notice if it's dry, and we're going to go over the tongue chart, which is fascinating. And then you want to go in and oil your ears, because your ears are, you don't have to lose your, unless you are extremely exposed to lots of loud noise machines as you're going through your, maybe your work years, your, concerts and things. So we're going to go through this and some things you can do for your ears and keeping your nose and your eyes and everything healthy as we get older. They don't have to deteriorate
I'm
unreasonably.
trying to get the
They can
car
just-
windows open. Jesus, sorry about that.
That's okay.
I had to open my car. It was so hot.
Okay.
Are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
How come I'm not hearing you?
Your car might have tried to take me over.
I lost you.
I can hear you. It might be your car, or maybe you have to put your headphones in.
I don't know what happened to you, Deb.
All right.
You can hear me?
Yes.
I can't hear you. Oh. I don't know what happened to you.
Can you hear me, Mom?
I'm touching everything to try to bring it in. I only have that little white dot at the bottom of my phone. Share content and the mute. It says mute, but I didn't mute it.
Try maybe.
Participants 3. Start video. Oh, Jesus. Here we go again. Oh, that was a good picture.